Did Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu just say the quiet part out loud? The tweet was part of a translation of remarks Netanyahu made in front of the incongruous backdrop of a Polish skating rink after a meeting with Oman's foreign minister. Both were in Warsaw for a Mideast summit co-hosted by the US and Poland. According to Mideast analyst Michael Koplow, war with Iran is a misleading translation of a phrase that could mean combating Iran. The tweet has been deleted and replaced with a statement using combating Iran, but the war version made it into some headlines, which have since been updated. Whether it was a simple screw-up, a dog whistle, or a Kinsley gaffe, the confusion over the remark's intentions is characteristic for this whole conference. When first announced last month, the summit was billed as having a focus on Iran's destabilizing influence. As Secretary of State Mike Pompeo put it, Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif dismissed it as a desperate anti-Iran circus. Later, the focus was broadened to the Middle East in general, including issues like the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, the fight against ISIS, and the conflicts in Syria and Yemen. Some officials denied that Iran was the focus at all, likely in a bid to entice participation from more countries, many of which are critical of the Trump administration's Iran policies. It didn't quite work. While around 60 countries are in attendance, the notable absences include most of the signatories of the 2015 nuclear deal that Trump has pulled the US out of. Russia and China won't be there. Neither will France, Germany, or the EU's High Representative for Foreign Affairs. British Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt is attending but says he mostly wants to talk about Yemen. These so-called E3 countries announced plans last month to set up a payment system to continue conducting trade with Iran in defiance of new US sanctions. The Palestinian Authority is also boycotting the meeting, as it has most contact with US officials since Trump's decision to move the US Embassy in Israel to Jerusalem. This doesn't bode well for the long-anticipated rollout of the Jared Kushner peace plan, which may begin next week.